All right, I'm going to try to go through and show how to replace a wheel on this REI Luggage. You see I got one wheel that's pretty good condition, but this wheel has come undone. It still rolls fine, but it's loud as heck when you drag it through the airport. So first thing to do is to get you a 5/32 hex wrench, and that'll go in this bolt here. And on the inside, I've already unzipped it. You can see there's a nut on the inside of that axle, so we're going to take that apart, pull these wheels off. Yeah, and I'd abandoned that hex wrench and got a power tool. So yeah, 4mm hex socket and a 10mm wrench will get the job done, and then you'll be left with two wheels, the axle hardware, washers and nuts. And so there it is, they're off. So now I'm going to measure this wheel here, and then along with the width of the hub, and see what I can find online for replacements that are as close to this. Luckily I had one that wasn't too messed up, and I can get measurements off of this. Okay, now that I've had a chance to measure these things and do some internet research, here's what I'm going to do. So here's the wheel I got to replace. I measured it here, and it looks like the wheel width is just under an inch. And after looking online, it looks like everything's kind of standardized at 24mm. The axle bolt, it measures 0.232 inches, and when you convert it at 6mm, which aligns with everything you see online, then the overall outer diameter of the good wheel is roughly 3.3 inches. So that translates to about 83.8mm, so somewhere in that range. And then didn't really find anything talking about the actual hub width that measures 1.15 inches from that side to this side. So here's what I found online. Looks like the lowest cost thing from Amazon here is this B-Leaks luggage wheel. 2 wheels, $11.99, and I chose the 80mm by 24mm option. Here's maybe what they're gonna look like, but they have a bunch of different sizes. I just chose the biggest one. Losing a couple millimeters in diameter is not that big of a deal. 24mm seems about right. You know, if it looks like this and it has this little hub piece here, that's perfect, because that's pretty much what we have to replace. See this piece here? So add to cart. Let's see what we get. Well, the Amazon package arrived, and here it is, straight from the motherland. Let's take a look at them. Well, upon initial review, they don't look too bad. Real tacky rubber on them. Hub to hub measures like 1.1, so we might need a spacer or washer there. Overall diameter measures about 79 millimeters. So that's pretty close to 80. So I'm gonna try to fit them up and see what happens. I also said it came with these two little hex wrenches and these new axle nuts. These are an axle that's smooth on the outside, but on this side it's got threads in it so that the other piece can go on the inside. And even though these look like they would work just fine, I think I'm going to try to reuse the original pieces because I have them and they're black, and try that instead. So let's try just because I already got one installed on this other one, before I install it, on this wheel you've got kind of a shiny side here. You got one that's got some sort of manufacturing mark on this side. I'm putting that side on the inside of the bag so I don't have to see that. The other thing I'm doing is I'm taking one of these washers that they provided me, and I'm placing it here, and then I'll slide the wheel in, just because I want the wheel to stand off that surface just a little bit that way instead of the other way. Slide this in here, try not to move that washer. Drop the axle bolt in. And then I'll go to the inside of the bag and install this nut and washer. 2 new wheels on there. Now, I will say that these don't seem to spin all that great compared to the original wheel, which seemed to spin a lot easier. But who knows, that could be the quality of the piece, or it could just be that I didn't put them in exactly right, who knows. But they're on there, and at least it doesn't make a ton of noise now when you pull it. So there you go.